Okay, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. We're right at the cusp. Today is Friday, August 6th, 2021. And welcome to Stay Connected and Thrive today, featuring Julie Cotton. Her talk today is entitled, You Can Improv Your Business Life. And I can't wait to hear all the details on that. I had an opportunity to chat with her a little bit before, and we know the roots of improv, and I want to see how it's going to work in our businesses. Improv is such a buzzword these days, along with collaboration, innovation, and going with the flow. How comfortable are we with the unknown? In this fun interactive session, you'll try on improv principles and take some time to step outside your comfort zone. Julie will use games and exercises that professional actors and comedians have used for decades. So come join the fun. Allow me to introduce our speaker today, Julie Cotton.
Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you. Yes, jazz hands. I love it. Fantastic. I am Julie, and I've been doing improv for, since I was born, as have all of you. So, what I want to give you today is permission to play. Sometimes, maybe in our businesses, we think things need to be serious, and like that business is a serious endeavor. And although it has some serious components to it, my invitation to all beings everywhere at all times is to find the fun, find the game, find the play in the mundane, the everyday, and especially the things that we're called to do as service, as our passion and purpose in our lives. So I'm super honored to be here. I moonlight as a healer. So I'm a licensed massage therapist for 14 years. I'm a certified yoga teacher, Pilates, second degree black belt in kickboxing. So movement has been a big part of my career as an actor, as well as on a side hustle kind of way. But that to me all ties together into giving ourselves permission to play. And sometimes the reason we can't play is because we have bodies that we can't fully inhabit because there's too much pain, too much stress, things like that. So what I'm going to invite all of us into right now is to go ahead and close your eyes. If you're driving a vehicle, don't close your eyes, clearly. Or if you're not able to, you can do this exercise with your eyes open. But I'm going to invite you into the present moment. So go ahead, whether your eyes are opened or closed. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your bottom being supported in whatever chair you're in. If you're standing, let your feet feel supported by the earth. And just bring your attention, your awareness, your conscious noticing into this now moment. And we'll use the body as our first tool to do this. So notice your body. As an improviser, you're going to be making things up in now moments, after now moments, after now moments. So to get comfortable being in the now, fully here, fully now, first let's get comfortable in our bodies. So practice noticing your body. Notice your breath coming in and out of your nose, perhaps your mouth. You're not trying to fix anything. You're not trying to breathe the right way. You're simply noticing that breath is arising. You can't get it wrong. You can't breathe wrong. You can't break life. You can't break improv. You can't break breathing, right? So just notice that breathing is occurring in the space that you're conscious of. And now notice that your heart is beating. See if you can find where your heart is beating most prominently. Is it in your chest that you feel it, behind your ears, in your palms, perhaps? Maybe you're having a hard time finding your pulse, and maybe that makes your pulse accelerate. Notice that. You're not trying to fix it. You're not trying to make your heartbeat slow down or any of that. You're just practicing the muscle of noticing. And then notice if there's any other sensory things happening with your body. If you can sense the air, the temperature, is it hot or cool in the room that you're in? Can you feel your clothes as they hit your skin? Can you feel any aches or pains or sensations within your body? Is your stomach gurgling? Just notice. Again, there's nothing wrong with what is. Improv is all about saying yes and accepting the fullness of this moment, fully accepting what is happening right now. And excited for the next moment. So you that is noticing your body, I would invite you to the thought that that is not your body. So the noticer is not what it notices. The you, the I am consciousness that is noticing the body is not the body. And this will become helpful for us when I ask you to tell me different stories with your body than you might normally tell me. When you choose to wear a different character than you might normally wear. To be able to distinguish between divine actor and character is super helpful. So next, let your awareness fall to your thoughts. Notice that you are thinking. Thoughts are arising in the conscious space that you're in. You're hearing the words I'm saying. You're making meaning out of them. You may or may not be trying on some of the suggestions I'm pointing you towards. Notice all of that. Notice that you might be like, how long is this going to go on for? What is this for? What does this have to do with improv? Just notice that thoughts are arising, whatever the content is. I need to go and change my laundry, whatever. Whatever you're thinking, just notice that there are a myriad of thoughts that you have access to plucking out and following down a rabbit hole. And if you've already done that and you've tuned me out, notice that you did that. You're not doing it wrong. You can't get it wrong. And also the you that is noticing the thoughts, or which thoughts you're noticing, or which content you're hooked into, the you that can notice all of that is not the thoughts, is not the content of the thoughts, is not even the thinker of the thoughts. You're the noticer of the thoughts. Again, this comes in super helpful when we go to play different characters that think and believe differently than we believe. It is with this non-judgmental space of unconditional positive regard, of neutral noticing, that we can entertain all potentials in thought and behavior. And now I'm just going to go silent for a couple of seconds and notice what you notice in the silence. Does your noticing go back to your body? Are you thinking thoughts? Are you wondering how long this is going to go on for? Notice all of that. And then gently bring yourself back into the space. If you closed your eyes and went anywhere else, welcome back. So great. I'm going to invite everyone to go ahead and unmute themselves and share how that went for you. How was your noticer practice? How'd you do? What did you notice? Did everybody notice something? Give me a hand raise if you did. Let me see who noticed something, their body, their thoughts. Yeah, fantastic. Great. So noticing, and we didn't lose anybody to the unconscious. So great. Noticing happened. What did you notice? How easy or hard was that for you? Who wants to share?
John Moore, why don't you go ahead so that we can, we're not all talking over each other. I saw you opened up first.
I was just noticing Julie's interaction with her audience, how she was more or less monitoring the folks that were participating in the call. And for myself, I was trying to figure out, okay, what's the smart aleck thing that I can come up with to describe this.
That's awesome. Great noticing, John. Thanks for sharing. Don, I see you're unmuted. What was your noticing like? How'd that go for you?
I noticed I hadn't gotten a chance to meditate this morning, so thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
So
Don?
for me,
Oh yeah.
For me, it's sort of weird because my whole mind process is always outwards, and I noticed that I'll probably get more out of this after the meeting when I sit down and think about it and ruminate on it. But for right now, it was like I was hungry, my feet were hurting, I wasn't really getting anything great, I guess. And I guess maybe that was my problem. I expected greatness. So
Oh my goodness. I'm just going to comment on that really quickly, Lloyd. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, it's improv is simply the stuff that we don't know is coming, right? It's spontaneous. It's in the moment. It's life. Life is improv. We're making stuff up all day, every day. We don't have a script. Nobody woke up today with a script. And boom, you manage to get through your day, and you manage to have scenes, interactions with people all day long. And what might not have been anything really great. And so if we can be on the lookout for the great within the mundane, right? The great within the every momentness, like the full mindful practice of this now moment being an amazing gift. It doesn't have to be highly entertaining. It doesn't have to blow our minds for our minds to be blown. So I appreciate you saying that, Lloyd. Yes, the mundane, the not spectacular deserves stage time, and is often what comprises most of our lives, and especially most of our business lives. It's those little tasks, those menial tasks that we do over and over and over again. And why not bring 100% of our divine notice ourselves to all of the things that we do, every scene that we're in our lives. Great. Thank you so much for sharing. Dawn, I see you. And then I saw Randy.
Yeah, I think as we move through the day, we use our bodies and our minds and everything as a unit, and you don't really notice the individual pieces very often or much. And so when you're trying to focus on something as detailed as what you pointed out, that's just not something you do very often. And so you have to, and when you think about it, you move forward and as your normal self, it's just normal for you to react to certain things certain ways without thinking about, anything, any impact that has on you. And so it's just normal. So
I love it.
Randy?
It's funny. I have a desk fan to my left and sort of behind me, which is pretty quiet. And I don't usually notice it, but when I got to the point where I noticed it, I couldn't unnotice it. And I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. Yes. And why not let it be funny? So
Right.
Part of what we're doing here is practicing being 100% comfortable in what is. And so I already alluded to one of the primary principles of improv is yes and. So anywhere you go in the world, if you tell somebody that you're an improviser or you took an improv class, they will likely throw at you yes and. So before I get too deep into the principles of improv, what do you already think, believe, know about improv? When you hear the word improv, what do you think of? What comes to mind?
Comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah,
Awesome.
comedy.
What else?
That's-
Comedy.
That's
Being quick on your feet, being
Quick
able
on
to
your-
handle objections, comments, questions.
Okay. Yep. What else?
Being in the moment,
Being in the moment. Yep.
basically dealing with what is always improv. That's a start. Everything is a starting point for where you take it from there, and the various participants in improv, whether it's comedy or in a meeting, is one where each participant, if they're engaged, gets the opportunity to take it in whatever direction they think is appropriate. And then when they stop, then it's yes and go to the next person, and they get to pick it up from there. And you end up in a place you never intended to be.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so good. Yes. So David, oh my gosh, I'm glad you said that, because that piggybacks right into the second principle of improv that I like to presence when I teach improv is, how do I make my scene partner look amazing? So the first one is to say yes. I say yes, I accept what is, and I bring my idea, my genius. You are all geniuses, artists, and poets. I'm going to give it to you. Like, I'm going to treat you that you're already professional actors, that we are a professional troupe that is warming up and playing together in the green room before we go do a show. That's how I'm going to be with you today. It's just like, this is something that we all know. I'm assuming that you get it, that you are yes-anding me, you're yes-anding yourself, you're yes-anding your other scene partners. And our underlying intention is, how do I make my scene partner look amazing? this is also our intention with our businesses, right? My business is my scene partner. All of the people that I serve, all of my coworkers, all of my customers, everybody is my scene partner. My technology, all of these things are my scene partners, right? COVID was my scene partner for the last 19 months, right? So how
Can I
do
just,
I,
what's the word
yeah,
you're using? Scene partner,
scene.
SCENE?
We're in a
Okay.
scene. Yes,
Okay,
we are.
thank
We
you.
are in a scene together. Yes. So I'm an actor. That's my background. It's like everything. Bless you. Everything is just a new moment, new scene. And improv, if we want to start a new scene, we like run across the front of the stage and we sweep the scene, or you go like the curtain comes down, the lights go down, and you know, okay, that scene's over and scene. End of play. So if something's not working for you, if you're like, and scene, I can stop, I can call curtain at any point and have a new moment, a new character walk on stage, right? So if I'm getting into a fight, well, a fight doesn't make my scene partner look amazing necessarily, unless I'm showcasing how strong they are or how strong I am. But like conflict is the world that we live in. So how do I bring the assumption of making you look great or getting your back or leading with love? I'm going to let love lead the scene. So I'm going to assume that you're my partner and we're in this together. And then letting that drive everything that I do, everything. The way I treat my body is my scene partner. What do I put in my body? I'm hydrating my body, right? Like I'm resting my body. I think happy thoughts to myself because I am my own scene partner on some level, right? My spouse, my kids, my dog, everybody, my garden, right? Like everything that I'm doing, I'm treating as if this is the most important moment in the world because it is. Now is all we have. Now is all there is. So if your now doesn't rapture your full attention, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your business? Right? So how can I bring the joy, the fun, the playfulness, the like curiosity, that what's the next thing they're going to say? I can't wait for them to volley back the ball I just hit them. Okay.
So
Yes.
Julie, if your now doesn't rapture your life, you're a zombie.
Potentially, yeah. And you can call scene on the zombie movie anytime you want and step into your full vitality. Like you have the choice. You are the chooser choosing. That's the muscle that we're practicing with noticing is like, oh, let me take stock of this scenario right now. What's happening in my physical ecosystem, in my surroundings, in my relational capital, like what's happening? Let me notice. If we don't notice, we miss it. We miss out on what the gift of the moment of the yes and is. Yeah, Lloyd.
So what's rattling around my head is, how can I use this to improve relationships? Or potentially I could use this to improve relationships because we meet people all the time who we disagree with, who have different point of views or perspectives, who are abrasive or whatever. So, how I think I can use this but I guess the question is, how do I stop scene or how do I close the scene?
Oh, sure. Great. Yeah.
Like
Great question. I'll get back to that. Randy, I see your hand.
Yeah, something hit me when just a few minutes ago. We're taught in this whole networking thing about elevator speeches or something akin to that. And so we're memorizing a script. And so we get up there and we spew back the memorization of that script. But what I just realized is what we're better at is impromptu, because then we're able to tailor the script on the fly to meet the situation that's present.
Yeah, that's really powerful, Randy. Yeah, because how many of you really respond well to someone when they spew a script at you?
Nobody.
No, we don't. We want to connect human to human,
Right.
heart to heart. Like, I see you, I get you. How can I love you is like kind of a context for me. How can I be loving on the planet? That's like my come from always is like, oh, there you are, God. Oh, there you are, God. Like I see the God in everyone. I see, like, I'm looking for what's great about them. I'm looking for their divinity. Yogi is like namaste, right? The divine in me honors the divine in you. And I'm going to give you the stage. How can we share the stage together and play together? And it might not make sense for us to be direct business associates. I might not need to be your client, but I can be someone that makes introductions for you. But it's like there is a way, or perhaps a myriad of ways for us to play together, but I can't know that if I'm not curious about you. So yeah.
And I think one of the other things too is that's why this mastermind concept is so powerful, because it is interplay on at a very detailed level, can be a very detailed level versus the script process that we use in the networking meetings routinely. So.
Absolutely. And scripts can serve us. So, I mean, I'm a classically trained actor as well. So I can give you some Shakespeare, or I can give you some musical theater, and it's super important to like hit your mark in choreography. So you're not kicking somebody else in the face or something. So there's a time and a place for a script. And even when we have a script though, how do I be in relationship with my script such that it feels like the very first time I've ever said those words?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm discovering them anew in every moment. What do I do? Who am I? Who am I really? Right? Like I choose to be loving on the planet. That's my gig. And how that shows up depends on who my scene partner is. I don't know. It might show up like me helping somebody out of a stiff neck on my massage table. It might show up like me tying some 90-year-old woman back into her core because she's lost her pelvic floor strength. Like, I don't know. I'm just going to show up as loving on the planet. And I'm going to let the business of all of that unfold. And as I follow God's guidance, right? So that's kind of my shtick. Right now, it's how do I invite business entrepreneurs into improving their business life, because it's fun, because why not? Have we lost the fun in our businesses? And if we have, how can we reinstate it, reinfuse it, choose again, notice again, new choice. All right. What I'd love to do, and I might need David's support or Randy's support with this. Can we number everybody off? So don't take their names away, but if you could rename people, starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There'll be 10 of us. Yep. John.
1.
Oh, John wants to be 1. Okay. Can somebody rename John 1? Or John, you can rename yourself.
No, let me do it.
Okay, you do it. Perfect. Great. So what David's doing for us right now, he's going to just put a number before or after our names, and that is going to simulate a virtual circle. So while he's doing that, I actually would love for each of us to bring to mind, what is your intention for our time together? We've got about a half an hour together left. And if you could have the remaining part of our time together be any way, let's say you are the author, you are the chooser choosing, what would your intention be for our time together? Go ahead and put it in the chat. For example, if you want to have fun, if you want to learn something, if you want to be the reason somebody smiles, I don't care what your intention is, but have one, first of all, and then put it in the chat and share it and declare it to the rest of us. So what's your intention for the next half hour? If you could have the next half hour be any way, because you are responsible for that, you're the author, authoring your life and our experience together, how would the next half hour be for you? Great. Love it. Yay, learn something new. I love it. Okay. Yep. How can I help you grow your business? Okay. What else? What else? What's your intention? It could be something simple. It could just be like to smile, to laugh. I'm looking in the chat box. You guys know how to use your chat box, right? This would be a call to action for those of you who run Zoom rooms, right? Like, I'm getting you to engage. We want 100% participation. So how do you engage your audience? Making sure they're coming along for the ride, and you're checking for understanding. You're checking that they're getting the messages that you're putting out there. You can share vocally too if you don't want to write it in the chat box, but I've only seen Karen and Lloyd put it in the chat box so far.
I'll pop in. You used a word that was interesting. That's you said chooser, and I've only heard that word a couple of times in some studies of the New Testament and the work of the Holy Spirit with regard to how we choose to do things that are sinful, or how we choose to do things that are helpful. So what you said, when you said chooser, what that means is in my business or in my personal life is is I have control of what I choose to do. And that's very powerful. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate that. Yeah, we are. And improv, so we're literally stepping out when we perform improv. We're stepping out in front of a stage with no net, in front of a live audience, with a team of other actors that also agree to play by these rules. And we're going to get a suggestion from the audience, one word perhaps, and then improvise an entire 30-minute show, right? Like that's what we do. And so in order to do that, we all have to be willing to make big, bold choices and then support each other's choices, right? So if somebody steps onto the stage and calls me dad, I'm going to yes and that, and I'm going to be dad, right? To whomever that person is. So we all have to be willing to make a big choice and then support the choices that the other people around us make, because that's part of yes anding and how do I make my scene partner look amazing? Okay, great. So thank you for sharing your intentions. My intention is that all of your intentions happen. So as the context holder, right, as the director of this troupe together and fellow player, right, my intention is that you fulfill on your promise, right? So if you're the chooser choosing, if it's to be, it's up to me. And if whatever you've said you want to have happen, be the source of that happening. Step out onto the stage and play that part, because it will not show up by itself. We are presencing what we want in every moment, because we're making it all up as we go along. We don't have a script to life. This is all improv. So you guys are geniuses, artists, and poets. You've been doing this since you were born. Now let's flex our improv muscles. So we are all actors, we're all improvisers, and our actor's instrument, our improviser instrument, the thing that we always have with us, no matter where we go, we already warmed up one of it, or we started with the noticer, with the body, right? So the body is one part of our instrument. And when I run an improv dojo, and I also run a martial arts dojo. And when I run a martial arts dojo, we warm up first, then we skill build, then we apply. Okay, so the same thing in the improv dojo. We're gonna warm up all of our actors' instruments, we're gonna skill build, and then we're gonna apply the skill that we learned. All right, so the warm up, we're going to warm up our bodies. All right. So we're going to warm up our bodies, the most expressive part of our bodies. So I'm going to invite you, those of you who can, to get on camera so that we can see and play together. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to interpret an emotional state with your body, primarily your face, but you can use your whole body. You're going to have 3 seconds to show me, to tell me the story of sad. Give me the sad story in 3, 2, 1. Oh, you guys are so good. You're so good. Okay, erase. Back to neutral, back to your actor neutral. Okay, no stories going on right now. But we're gonna do another story here. In 3, 2, 1, you're gonna tell me the story of I'm excited. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, I'm excited. Okay, and scene. Great, good job. All right, now you're gonna tell me the story of I'm shy. Ready? I'm shy. In 3, 2, 1, I'm shy. Awesome, good job, I love it. Way to go. Sweet. Okay, here's one that I love to start off with people that are not sure they want to engage. Ready? You're going to tell me the I'm bored story. I'm bored. Ready? In 3, I'm bored. 2, 1. Sweet. See, you guys are pros at this. Shake it out. Get back to neutral. Awesome job. And we celebrate everything that we did. So give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourself jazz hands. Give your teammates jazz hands, right? So what we celebrate, we repeat. What we celebrate, we repeat. So the more you can celebrate even your effort, the more effort you're willing to repeat and put back in. All right. So say yes, and more will come. You'll get better and better at it because you're saying, yes, that was fun. I did that. Yes, go me. And then I can do it again because I've just been my own cheerleader and we've been cheerleading for each other. So sweet. Good job. We warmed up our body, a part of our bodies. We did our faces. So now we're going to warm up our voices and our imagination. Those are the 3 actor tools. We've got our body, voice, and imagination. Those are the things we always have with us, no matter where we are. Those are the things that we want to keep on the treadmill. We want to do those bicep curls for those 3 muscles so that they continue to get strong for us in all domains of our life, relationship, business, health, all of it. All right, so we're going to warm up our voices. So everybody come off mute. And Zip, I don't see you on camera. So let us know in the chat if you want to play. And here's how this is going to work. So David, thank you, has numbered us all off. And what the numbers simulate, if you have an advanced version of Zoom, you can actually grab a hold of people's faces and move them so that you're next to the person. So hover your thing over someone's face and you can drag their picture so that it's in order. If you want to put the numbers in order, that can be super helpful. So this simulates, if we were doing improv together in person, we would be standing in a circle. So the person to my left and my right would be David and John, right? So David and John are my scene partners. Those are really the only people that I need to focus on, or that because I'm going to listen to all of you because I'm the teacher, but those are the two that I'm waiting to hear from or give to. So oftentimes, and this is true in work too, there's 10 things to do, 10 tasks to do, 10 people I work with, right? And we always take data from all 10 of those sources at all times, and then we actually become less efficient. When if I just were to tunnel vision and focus on who are my most immediate scene partners, what are my tasks for today, what are the things that I'm focusing on for the next half hour, and let all other things kind of just be background noise, then I become more efficient and effective in my scenic play at work. All right. So everybody got their, I'm going to put you guys backwards. I'm crazy like that. I'm crazy like that. Okay. Where is number 7? Karen's number 7. Okay. Dawn is number 6. And then Lloyd is 5. Oh, Karen, it moved you. Robert's 4. Fantastic. And then Randy, and then Dawn, and then John. Okay, fantastic. So here's what we're going to do. This is how this is going to go. I'll start, even though I'm number 10, and we'll go, I'll pass it to John. So I'm going to say just one word. This is a game called word association. You're driving. Okay, Zip, perfect. So Zip's driving, and Zip is number 8. So what that means is that number 7, Karen, when you share your word to David, or to Zip, we're going to skip him because I think it's a he or she is driving. And then David's going to pick up that impulse, right? So that's how we get each other's back too, is we know, okay, what's going on with my scene partner right now? Let me practice noticing and be aware of what's needed, and then stepping up and picking up the slack if we need to. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say one word. And then John, you're going to say the first word or phrase or emotion or whatever your response to my word is, that's what you're going to do. And then, so John, then Dawn, you're on John's heels, and whatever he says, you're going to respond to that in whatever way you respond to it, right? And then that will pass to Randy, we'll pass to Robert, we'll pass to Lloyd, we'll pass to Dawn, we'll pass to Karen, we'll pass to David, we'll pass back to me. Okay. There's 10 of us, 9 really, because Zip, we're getting Zip's back right now while he's driving. So there's 9 of us, you guys. This should take less than 15 seconds to get back to me. We're going to fire our editor, the part of us that needs to say the right thing. Okay, just fire that guy right now. We just don't even need to just the first word that comes to mind. We're just practicing saying words. We're proving that we can think of things to say, and they don't have to be funny or brilliant. They can just be the thing that we say. Okay, so we're going to send this word around, and it'll change. It's a new word, right? Like if I say C3PO and John's like Star Wars, and then Dawn says Star Trek, right? Like, who's my next one? Randy's not going to go back to R2D2 because that has nothing to do with Star Trek, right? So you're just responding to your scene partner's word. Does that make sense? Any questions before we jump into this? Okay, I see Lloyd is unmuted. Karen, you're going to want to unmute yourself because this is going to happen fast. And then once it gets back to me, let's see if we can send it around again. So we're looking to get 2 circles all the way completed in like 20 or 30 seconds. All right, here we go. County fair.
Livestock.
Sheep.
Ferris wheel.
Horses.
Oh, Lloyd.
Carriages.
Lloyd, you're muted.
Yes.
Hello, this is Karen. How may I help you?
What did he say?
He said carriages. And we're going to get Karen's back right now too. So Dawn, you're passing it to David.
Carrie.
I didn't hear what he said.
Carrie.
What was that? Could you say it again? Okay. And freeze. So great. even what was that? I didn't hear what he said is the appropriate next word, right? That is the moment. So we're going to yes and that moment and pass that along. Great. Okay, so I'm going to pause this there. We're going to do this again. How do we do? Let's celebrate ourselves first. Oh, we did the thing. Go effort. Okay. So what did you notice? Right? Remember, because our noticer is still present. We're still practicing noticing this whole time. I didn't tell you that, but that's what we're doing. What did you
I
notice?
noticed Brandy was still thinking county fair instead of
Yes. Instead
cow.
of sheep, right? That's what Don said was sheep. Yes. Fantastic. Great noticing. So we learn from our teammates too, right? Like we can't break improv. There's nothing wrong with what just happened. It's all perfect because now there's juicy teachable moments that we can be like, oh, got it. I can do that in a different way. So fantastic. Yes. We got stuck and it can be challenging. Zoom is our scene partner right now too. And when we have a little bit of lag or we have like things going on.
Facilitator.
Right. There are, how do we make the best of what we've got? And so, yeah, there is a little bit of lag and we just yes and the lag. And we hope we get Lloyd back so we can hear him share. That was great. You said carriage is Lloyd, right? Oh, good. Here he comes. Yay. And then he came back. Okay, sweet. What else did you notice? We had a hard time hearing.
I noticed Karen got a phone call.
Yes. Oh my God, that was so perfect. Because I mean, that becomes the interest. So we could have run with that too, right? Be like, hello, and this is Dawn, and I can help you too. And hello, I'm David, and I can help. Like if we were in a live improv show, we might have all just jumped into a group scene where we're answering the phone because it's fun. We want to yes and everything that happens, every mundane thing that happens, the audience sees, and we want to embrace it. We have a saying in improv. We say like, if one guy, forgive me if anybody is offended, anybody offended by swearing? Ooh. Lloyd, we've got an echo. Lloyd, can you mute your computer? Because we're getting an echo from your phone, I think. Okay, fantastic. So first of all, if you're easily offended, don't be. That's one of the things that I like to get out there pretty early in teaching, because when we're making stuff up, make believe in the moment on the fly, like we're going to say some stupid stuff, right? Like that's going to come out of our mouths. So giving ourselves permission to let whatever shows up on the stage be on the stage for now. We're working it out. It's called like getting the gunk out of like an old lotion bottle. We're just getting the gunk out. We're warming up our skills to play together. And so some things might come out that might be offensive. Like what I might say here in a moment. If one guy does it, if one guy, like Karen answered the phone, if one guy does it, he's a jerk or an a-hole, right? And if everybody does it, it's art. So yes, and how do I make my scene partner look amazing? When we see one thing that's wrong or off, if we can just hit that button again and again and again, that's the humor. That's where the funny comes from. Is like, oh, that thing that wasn't supposed to happen, then everybody did it and it was clearly supposed to happen. Anyway, sorry, Don, I saw your hand up.
I noticed county fair was 2 words.
Yes. Yep. And it could have been an entire song lyric. It could have been an emotional response. Like if John had been like, huh, that is a moment, right? So then Don can respond to, huh, even if he doesn't say a word. So yeah. What? Mind blown. Okay, cool.
Candy? Corn dog?
You just said something I thought was very interesting. You said, how do I make my scene partner look good? And I think that in our interactions with whatever business or whatever we are, that's certainly a principle.
Send him to the barber.
Are you talking about how long my hair is getting?
Or the lack thereof, or on this screen.
Something like that.
Or my crazy hair. Still looks like the bedhead. All right, let's go again. No more talking.
We'll do it one more time. And then, and then we'll get into skill building. Okay, so everybody's ready. We're off mute. We're ready to go. And let's let John, you're going to start us off this time. So pick a word, any word, and everybody be ready to pick up your scene partner. Here we go. Action.
Laugh.
Aha.
He made a face at you, Robert. Did you pick up his face?
Is it my turn?
Not anymore.
What goes around comes around.
Get around, get around.
I get around the Beach Boys.
Beach blanket bingo.
All right.
All right, and scene. That was good. We did it. We did it. Yay! Good job. Good job. Celebrate yourselves. Celebrate your teammates for making the effort. Oh, hey, Zip's here. He's done driving. Yay! All right. Fantastic. Okay, so we warmed up our bodies. We warmed up our voices. The imagination piece came in like letting things come to us. And you notice like, oh shoot, was it my turn? Like those kinds of things, the time that it takes and the editing that can happen. We would practice this over and over again so we get good at just saying or doing the first thing that comes to mind. So Randy's like, reaction. Perfect. How do we yes and that? Now it's a physical game. Cool. Got it. All right. I would love to do, let's see, hang on. Let's do, we did that. All right. We've got 15 minutes left. All right. So we're going to play an orchestral piece of music. Are you guys ready? I'm going to be the conductor for this one. And what I need, so we have, how many are we now? We are 9. Yes, we're 9 now. Okay, great. So we have 9 instruments in this orchestral piece of music. And you are one of them. So out of a group of 9, you only have to do 1/9 of the work. So let your scene partners get your back here in this, and I'll be conducting. So I'll let. Ooh. Hang on, Lloyd, mute yourself until we get to you, my friend. Okay, because I'm hearing myself, and there we go. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I need something, a topic, a big umbrella. So like the opus or the title of this entire orchestral piece. What is the title? Give me a theme. Something that people complain about. Oh, wait, we're in summertime. Let's complain about summer. So summer is kind of the big umbrella theme. Okay, Karen's got people hot. I saw hot. Okay, fantastic. So Karen, you're going to complain about being hot. All right, that's your shtick. Whenever I point at you or say your name, if you're like the clarinet, you're singing the song of hot every time I come to you, okay? You're just going to gripe about it. I know you're not a griper, but we're going to play somebody who gripes. Remember when I started at the noticing when like, you might not think this way, but your character does. So if you're someone who's like, I always look on the bright side of life, then you're going to be acting right now as you complain. So tap into the character, that Debbie Downer or that somebody that always finds the worst thing about it. This is called the rant. We are going to rant about these things. So Karen, you've got the heat. What else? What other things can we complain about in the umbrella of summertime? What
Rain.
sucks about rain? Who said rain?
It's too hot.
It's too hot. Karen's got it's too hot. Let's think of something else. Randy, was that you that said rain?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on rain. What is it?
Mowing
Zip?
the grass.
Mowing the grass. Oh my gosh. So that's your topic, mowing the grass. Don't forget your topic. Write it down if you need to. What else?
Sweating.
I got CBG. I don't need to write it down.
I've got what?
CBG.
Yes.
Hemp
Oh,
oil.
you've got hemp
It's a
oil.
long
Okay,
story.
fantastic.
We're not selling right now yet, Zip.
So somebody said sweating. Who said sweating?
Me.
Who's me? Oh, good, John.
That's
Okay,
me.
fantastic. John, that's your topic is sweating. What else? We got mosquitoes. Anybody want to riff about mosquitoes?
It's
All right.
too cold.
About summer.
Summer. Yeah. What sucks about summer? What's the thing you like the least about summer?
Watering the lawn.
Watering the
Bugs.
lawn. Okay, great. Okay, who said
Staying
bugs?
home.
Bugs.
Okay, great. All right, so let's review your topic. Everybody have a topic?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go in order 1 through 9 and just tell me your topic. Okay, ready? John, what are you complaining about?
Sweating.
Sweating, fantastic. Dawn,
Watering the lawn.
yes. Randy,
Rain.
rain. Robert,
Air conditioning, too cold.
air conditioning inside's too cold. They go overcompensate. Oh my gosh, right? Lloyd,
Hot swimming pool.
ooh, the swimming pool. It might as well just be a bathtub or a sauna, right? Dawn,
It's too damn hot.
Wait, that's Karen's. You're a little thief. Will you do?
Oh, she was waving her thing. What do I know?
Will you do bugs, Don? I don't think anybody's doing bugs.
Buns?
Bugs.
Bugs.
Want me to talk about buns?
You
Hot
can talk
dog
about-
buns?
That's fine. That's
Bugs. The bug
Okay.
Any
dance.
kind of buns.
Karen is heat. The heat.
Oh.
Zip.
It's too hot.
Zip. You're on
Mowing the
mowing the
grass.
lawn. Yep. And then David, what's yours?
Irresponsible vacationers.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be the best opus ever. Okay, so here's how this works. Just like when the orchestra tunes their music at like their instrument at the beginning, right? So we're all going to start at like a low kind of like grumble. So, and when I point at you, I'll say your name and I'll point at you. You're going to just go off on that thing. So be ready to just extemporize. You're just going to go after, and then I'll stop you and point at somebody else, and just keep it brewing though, because you never know when I'm going to come back and add the clarinets back in, right? So just be ready to come in. And then, so we'll start here. We'll be like, and we'll warm up. And then once I get everybody in, I'll start adding you 2 and 3 and 4 and all 9 of you at the same time. Then I'm going to go like, let's get really loud, and let's get really soft and intense, and let's get really loud. Okay. And then I'll cut you off. All right. You guys ready to perform the summer opus? Oh my gosh, this is going to be fantastic. This is the Rant. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's warm up our instruments. Oh, I hate it when Summer. All right. And David.
So many people are irresponsible. I just can't understand why they just keep going around. They can't commit to anything. They're always on
Zip.
Mow the grass. Rum, 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 mow the grass. Rum, rum, rum.
John.
Rum.
Cool.
Dude,
4,000
bugs are-
gallons twice a week, 8,000 gallons.
Don.
These bugs are everywhere. These bugs are bugging me. I can't stand all these
Randy.
bugs. I can't stand them.
Rain, too much rain.
Robert.
It's so cold. The air conditioning's blowing on me, and I'm so cold.
Lloyd.
Yeah, the damn water's too hot. I'm supposed to be in a cool pool, damn it.
John, join him. Keep going, Lloyd.
I've
Yeah,
got to get some water because I'm going to dehydrate.
Randy, join them. Keep going, guys.
Rain.
Don,
always
join
rain.
them.
Rain
Yeah,
and
you better
coming
keep
Join
it
them.
and filling everything up.
Karen,
And
Karen.
you can't go
it's
outside.
so
You
hot.
can't get
It's
any
so hot.
suntan because there's all this rain. Oh my God, the rain.
Don,
We
Robert.
need the rain, but we need the
Oh,
rain.
it's
The
so
rain
hot.
is good for the crops. No, we can't complain about it so much.
Get louder. Get intense. Oh, it's getting hot in here.
Oh,
And
But-
scene. Way to go. Good job. That was some of the best ranting I've heard. That was amazing. Great. So now going back to this idea of being the chooser choosing. All right. Since that was the summer opus of complaining, the rant, we're going to just take out the filter of what sucks about summer, and we're going to put in the filter of celebrating everything that's great about it. All right. However, your topic does not change. You are still raving what is fantastic about the thing that you were just complaining about. So here is again, you don't have to agree with what you're saying. You're going to access who would I need to be able to find what's great about this topic. So if you're ranting about bugs, right? Maybe you are a bug in this version and you're like, I love human blood. It tastes so good. Oh my goodness, right? Like, so I don't care how you get there, but find what's great about the thing that you were just complaining about. Any questions? Okay, great. So now, instead of warming up all like disgruntled and right, we're gonna warm up like, oh, it's okay, right? Okay, so our warm up is gonna be like that, and then I'll point at you one at a time. Here we go, and let's go. Oh, summertime, it's my favorite.
Rain is great.
Okay,
Oh, I
and
love
Karen.
Good for business.
Karen, start us off.
Look at
Yay,
me.
it's warm. It's warm out here. I'm loving this.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
And Zip.
I got a suntan when I mow the lawn. Suntan when I mow the lawn.
David.
Oh, and I get to take vacation and get to enjoy people's stories about their vacations. It's just an incredible time of the year.
Don Huff.
Bugs are good for business. I'm the exterminator.
Lloyd.
Yeah, mommy, look at me. I'm catching the ball. Throw the ball at me, mommy.
Randy.
I froze. Oh, the rain is good. Now I don't have to run my sprinkler system. My water bill's going to come down. This is great.
Robert.
It's so hot outside. I'm getting nice and cooled off by my air conditioner.
John Moore.
I am so glad that I get out and work up a sweat. Exercise, exercise, exercise.
John Sprock.
Yeah, I love the green lawn and no fertilizer. Great stuff.
Karen, join him.
And now
Keep going, Don.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's
Zip,
wonderful to
join
have
them.
Be warm.
Yeah, love it, love it.
And join them. Lloyd, join them.
Mow the
John,
grass.
join them. Randy, join them. David, join them.
The rain is
Join them.
good, man. The grass is
Good.
green. The bushes are doing great.
Bushes
My
are
water
great.
bill is down. I don't have to even pay for all this.
The Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh, Megan.
Don't fuck you.
And Steve.
All right, now let me give you an improv challenge, Julie. We got to land the plane.
All right, we're landing. All right, let's talk about it. How'd that go? For you? How did we do?
Land a plane.
How was that? What did you notice? How do you feel? Who wants to share?
Just having fun.
Right. Yeah.
Good.
I'm the
Then-
pragmatist, so I don't see the application in real life.
Ooh, great. Okay, Randy, who wants to take that team? How can we make our scene partner look amazing? He wants to know how you can use this in your life. Robert, what you got?
We're all actors, and we're just perfecting our career. You know, who is it? Was it Shakespeare? World's a stage, and we're just actors, and we're learning to be chameleons and changing the way we are in order to help our, other people around us. Because
Great.
you got
Love it.
change.
Yes. Don, what do you have?
Just getting beyond the facade of people that you're talking to get to know them better, because that's what you're in the meeting to do anyway. So
Yes.
Yeah,
How do I
Randy.
make my go ahead.
Randy, you're doing it already just by answering questions and asking the right questions and playing off what they say. This is just being more aware of that and more spontaneous.
Yeah.
I see this as really great exercise to do and to learn and to implement, but I see the risk of losing yourself. There's a possibility that you want to be all things to all people, and that just doesn't go well. So you need to really understand who you are and stand firm in who you are. Yes, if it comes to it, I respectfully disagree with you. We disagree, and let's just agree to disagree. But it's good that you can facilitate other people's perspective. Is what I'm getting out of it. Be able to facilitate and learn more about people that way. But you have to know who you are.
Yeah, great. Thank you, everyone. Really, really solid. So yes, how do you say yes to what is and find a scene or direct and guide the play or the business or wherever you're going, the project, towards an end that you have determined, right? And ideally you've determined that with your team or with whomever's working on the project with you, so that everyone has buy-in. And yeah, we have to hit numbers and we have to there's a bottom line to all of that. That's part of the scene that we're playing. So yes, how can we do all of that and be true to ourselves, right? Hopefully you're attracting the people to your team, to your business that resonate with your vision, your mission, what you stand for, your values and all of that. You've had those conversations, you've had those scenes play out already, so that as you are guiding your various projects in business, you have a common agreement. How do I make my scene partner look amazing? I need to care about my scene partner and know what they care about. And so,
I think also that it reminds me that it's more of a conversation, that I'm listening so I can respond to the person I'm talking to instead of waiting to say whatever I need to say next and clueless as to what they're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
And if
That's
I don't
actually
know-
a great
All right.
place. Don, I got that. We're gonna end the scene here. We've got 3 minutes. I want to make sure that we officially tell Julie thank you for leading us through these exercises. I think there's a lot of application here. Let's give her a hand. We've been very interactive here. Let's keep it going. And Julie, thank you for sharing. It was that was very helpful and actually very instructive, especially for this group. because I think that the whole concept of being outside our comfort zone, listening to what's going on, being in the moment, that's what we're really trying to accomplish here. So again, thank you for sharing with us. And one of the things I always ask the speaker, if we want to follow up with you, what's the best way to do that, Julie? In terms
Email's
of,
best. Yeah, if you want to just email me directly. Do you have my email you can share with your group? Yeah.
right, yeah, I can do
Put it
that.
in the chat in your website.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that all right? I want to
Of
make
course,
sure.
of
Okay,
course.
fantastic.
It's
That's what
always
we
good.
do.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's what we do. We're about connecting people. So,